facelifts are manufacturers' way of giving us exactly the same car with a different bumper, different lights, and maybe a new knob in the interior. But sometimes you get a facelift that is effectively almost another car. The car behind me has got a fresh exterior, an even fresher interior, and an upgraded engine. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the facelifted GWM P300. Another little convenience option where the old engine, the 2-litre, made 120 kilowatts and 400 newtons. This one makes 135 kilowatts and 480 newtons, a difference that you will feel on the road. It's got a whole new grille design and bumper design with those fog lights over there. And if imitation is the highest form of flattery, I think the Toyota Hilux should feel flattered. This is the 4x4 version, but if you're looking to go hardcore, there is one model above this that comes with snorkel and off-road biased tires and a whole bunch of other little add-ons to make it more off-road biased. And speaking of styling, one thing that I don't think anybody likes are these little grab handles over here that do nothing. Definitely not my favorite design feature. I do like the styling of the back of this GWM, and of course, because it's a Chinese bakkie, it comes fully loaded and you get little touches like that tailgate. And then GWM's own little feature for me is just straight up wonderful. So let's talk about this interior. You've got a 12.3-inch infotainment system over there and a 7-inch little dashboard section over here, but it looks a lot bigger because these side panels look like they're part of the actual screen. It's got wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. You've got your heated seats over here. You've got your infotainment system that's pretty decent and well spec'd. And I do like the way this looks, because if we're just looking at aesthetics, then, well, this has to be one of the best looking bakkie interiors available today. Down the middle, you've got this fancy looking gear lever, which I do think is a little bit overkill. And then you've got your mode selections and diff lock, which comes standard on this vehicle. The positives continue. And in a market where a sunroof in a bakkie is a rare commodity, of course, GWM has given us one. But it's not all good news. You've got this steering wheel that looks a bit weird and funny without the badge in the middle. And although all of these functions work quite well, I do think it's quite a narrow, tiny steering wheel, and it's not really my favorite. And my cameraman at the moment is sitting quite comfortably on those back seats. Incidentally though, they don't come with cup holders on that center armrest, but they do fold up and away so that you've got plenty extra storage at the back as well. This bakkie drives very nicely over the bumps. Where other bakkies need you to have a load in the back in order to be comfortable, the GWM is just comfortable. It doesn't feel like a ladder frame most times. You can kind of notice it over these sort of undulating bumps here, but it's comfortable for a bakkie. Steering is decently responsive, and so are the paddle shifts. And remember, this is a 9-speed gearbox where most other bakkies have a 6-speed. The engine isn't overly noisy, changes at about 4,100 RPM here, 3,500 that time, and there we go, 100 kilometers an hour. So yeah, it's, I think, suited for the South African landscape. And although this is not a hardcore 4x4 test or even loading much on the back, most people will be carrying around laptops on roads like this in South Africa. Okay, so let's hit some gravel roads, and this is quite a rutted gravel section over here, so it should be a good test. Yeah, it's like most other bakkies, it's decent over here, and even with an empty load, it seems good. It's fun to drive too, and the 4-wheel drive system lets the rear wheels turn a little bit before it intervenes, so it's a fun little bakkie, but safe within those margins. If money is your major consideration, then of course the GWM wins hands down. I think if you are considering one of these, find many people that own them and find out what their experience has been like over the last couple of years. Because if that doesn't persuade you to get one, I do think in future the GWMP series will become a consideration in South Africa for many.